Oh, you.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Yes, when we speak.
Okay, cool. Hi, how are you guys?
Hi.
It's
Hi.
been very long.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you guys remember me, but let's jog up the memory a little bit before we start this conversation. So, firstly, we met and had a conversation during the first season of Bollywood Vibes, and it was a fantastic conversation that I had. It was so much of insight into your lives and the joyride that you had throughout the season, and now we are back again in season three. So before I begin, congratulations for the immense love that you guys have got for the season. It's truly one of the most entertaining shows on Netflix.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And I am really, really excited to guys connect with you all. So let's start without further ado. Hey guys, this is Manjari Mukherjee, and you're watching me on Puff Diaries channel. I'm in conversation with those who, according to popular opinion, actually unlike
Is it mine or is
No,
it
no, it's
chosen?
called.
So it's hers.
Okay.
Like she's hung.
I'll just call her one second.
Frozen.
Takes guts and a lot of courage to show all your vulnerabilities out there without an ounce of hesitation that there are people who are going to be there judging you in every second that you show yourself to them. So, without further ado, let's call upon my favorite entertainers of the year and of every year, the one and only Bollywood Vibes. Thank you so much for joining me, Manjari Mukherjee, on Pop Diaries channel.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And first of all, I want to ask you, how are you guys feeling right now? It's been 3 seasons now, and all seasons have got a response much bigger than the previous one. So, how do you guys feel right now? We'll start with Neelam.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, whenever the show's coming out, we're always insecure, we're always scared. Um, I mean, the response has just been phenomenal because we weren't too sure because season three is a very different season. And there are three more ladies on board. So we weren't sure whether, of course, there's a lot of drama and it's action packed, but we were not too sure how it's going to do. But I think the response says it all. The love that's pouring in for all of us. It's just been incredible. I mean, even when we go out, it's like everyone's only talking about this show, which is I mean, it's unbelievable.
And I have to say this actually. I think, in a way, I will give my example. First when I first started watching the whole show in the first season itself, I felt that I won't be able to relate to the life. How will I be able to relate? But when I watched the show, and then the second season, and then the third season, and one thing came across very beautifully to me was I was relating. I was relating to the fact that Maheep had so much of sass, but she was also so sweet and protective about her family, her friends. I was relating to you, Neelam, as well, with the growth that you've had throughout the 3 seasons. As a person, it's so beautiful. And with Bhavna, with Seema, I was relating to all of you as just a girl and as also a woman. So it was beautiful. And I really have to give kudos to all of you for showing this side of yours to us and for letting us into that life, of Bollywood vibes. Over to Maheep. Um, I want to ask you, there are a lot of pros and cons in being a celebrity. And now that you're here in season three, you're getting so much of love. But there's also that other side of fame where you are questioned, you're judged for each and every step that you take in life and for everything that you face. People don't understand until and unless they are in your shoes. What would you, as someone who's also the mother of a daughter who's going to be a debutante very soon in this industry, um, would say? What is it, more cons or is it more pros at being a celebrity?
You know what? It's not about being a celebrity. It's about looking at your life you see the glass half full or half empty, whatever, and whatever position you are in. So I choose to see my life as half full, more than full, brimming. Even the brickbats, even the haters, even the trollers, they come with a package deal. I had gone on a flight with Karan recently, and he said, "Who are you, Maheep? Who are you?" The greatest of greats are getting trolled and trashed. And then, so you're in good company. So even they, I want to say, are very welcome. Thank you very much. But I wanted to go back to your compliment. That was very, very sweet of you, because I think still, I always say, and I always put up this front that no, it doesn't bother me or whatever. But yes, somewhere I don't like being misunderstood. And I'm so happy you get me. And so loads of love to you for that.
Thank you.
Big, big heart, tight hug.
Oh,
It means a lot. It means a lot, because I don't like being misunderstood. But I think the my close friends, my family, they get me. The people who love me out there, immense thanks, immense gratitude for getting me. And yeah, so yeah, that's it.
okay. Over to Bhavna. Uh, Firstly, I have to tell you, I am a very, very big supporter of Ananya Pandey.
Thank
I
you.
don't know if you've seen the interviews that I do with her. I always start off with the
I
fact that
watch all
I,
interviews of hers.
oh
So
my, thank God. I met Chunky sir as well, and I told him as well that I have a soft corner, a huge soft corner for Ananya, and I don't even know why. There is no reason. This only the fact that she is absolutely the most kindest and humblest person that I've met. From the very first time that I've met her, even up until now, I am glad and very proud that she's touching success like no one's business, and she's proving herself out there, but she's still keeping that same personality of her intact, and that is being kind. And it's so beautiful because it's not found in many people these days. But
thank you.
I think that comes from a lot of her upbringing. And I would ask you this question, that in these 3 seasons, we never first knew who Bhavna Pandey was actually. We always saw her as Chunky Pandey's wife, always taking care of the family, keeping the pack together. And we also saw her as Ananya Pandey's mom, very proudly. But now we know Bhavna Pandey as the woman she is, the strong headed, strong, opinionated person that she is. And she's very fearless in even showing the fact that I'm accepting towards other people, and I'm kind and humble about it. So I want to know, how do you feel now that people are knowing the true Bhavna Pandey and relating to her on a personal level?
First of all, thank you for whatever you said for Ananya. I've watched all your interviews. Yeah, and yes, you've been a huge supporter from day one. So thank
Thank
you.
you.
Um, yeah, you know what? As Maheep, Neelam, everyone says, it's very difficult to put your life out there. And for me, when season one was coming out, when we were shooting, when we were filming season one, the same time Ananya had her first release, so she had Student of the Year to come out and Pati Patni Aur Wo. In fact, Pati Patni Aur Wo was releasing same time when Seema and I had that big fight in the
Yes,
first season. So,
yes,
there was a lot of stress going on in my head. I was very conscious. I was very fearful of, putting myself out there because there's so much trolling that happens with kids, and
absolutely.
that like breaks your heart. So I didn't want to add to it any further. I was like, if I say something or behave in a certain manner or do something, it's going to add to the stuff that's already going on. So I was extremely conscious. But over a period of time, like Ananya, like Chunky also, who's very new to social media, like all of us are, we've kind of understood the whole thing that it's okay, you take a few things seriously, you take the actual critical comments, and you work towards it, but everything else is noise, so we've learned that. So it's been a huge personal growth for me. And of course, from work perspective also, it's been wonderful. So I'm only grateful and so humbled with whatever's happening right now. Truly grateful. Thank you.
Okay. Well, moving on to Seema. Uh, I have to first say that I loved your love story. It was one of my highlights in the whole season. Because it's very ironic. It's like a full circle of life, in itself. You are back to where it all started and where it all began. But how do you look at love right now? Like the fact that love is something so important in everybody's life, and it doesn't only come in a romantic way. You want to be loved by your parents, your siblings, and your friends as well, and it's very important. So we also saw, reconciliation between you and Maheep as well. So that was also a perspective of love. So there's love pouring into your life right now. So how do you look at love right now in this spot?
For me, love right now is about friendship, it's about stability, it's about being home, just feeling at home.
Wow.
It's at this stage of our life, it's not about butterflies and it's about it's about feeling that feeling of home. And I think that's where I am. I need to be I need to be completely transparent and 100% myself 100% of the time, and that for me is love in any relationship.
Wow, I loved that one line, which completely summed it all. Love is hope. It's
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you so much, Seema.
Thanks.
And thank you for sharing your love story with us. It was very enjoyable. I know it
Thank
was
you.
a little, yeah, I mean, we shouldn't find it enjoyable, but it was enjoyable. I take a little bit of inspiration. If I ever have a chance, I might just run away from it.
Please don't.
Okay. Moving on to my most favorite, Neelam. Um, I connected to your whole personality on the fact that, from season one, I saw you as Neelam, someone who was very protective of her shell, protective in her shell. Like she wanted to protect her most vulnerable side, and somehow she wanted to hold that to her true personality or her true emotions. Uh, Obviously, it comes from a place of a lot of experiences. But when we see a growth in your personality by the third season, you're someone who's fearlessly, maybe not fearlessly, with a lot of hesitation, you are showing your vulnerabilities and your wounds. How much did it take for you to find that courage in yourself? And when you look back at this whole journey of Bollywood vibe, what was it like for you?
Well, I think in season one, yes, you're absolutely right. I have this wall around me. And I think I have this wall because of, whatever I've gone through in life. It's a defense mechanism. I protect
Absolutely.
myself because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get too close because, you know, the fear of being let down. So you're absolutely right. And, season one, the wall was up. Season two, I opened up a little bit more. In season three, I think it also comes from a space of, you know, trusting the creatives, trusting my friends, and also being a little more comfortable with this format, reality. For me, I mean, for all of us, it's been, a new format. Um, and I think it just comes from a space of, being comfortable and trusting the others around you who you're working with. I think that's why I decided to open up a little bit more.
Wow. And I have to give a lot of kudos to you, Neelam, for being so courageous in sharing your story with us. Whatever you have, it should be according to your, boundaries, that how much you want to put it out there. But whatever you did share, thank you so much.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. It comes from the bottom of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Moving
you.
on, there is something that I want to ask. So the highlight of the season was the one and only Shalini part. And I want to know, is she really like that in reality? Like there must have been spaces in between, the recordings and everything where, the camera might have switched off. So was it completely her like that all the time? I am curious, genuinely curious. We can ask, but
Um, I mean, what do I say? What you see is what you get.
Oh
and
God.
that is 100% Shalini Passi, um, without exaggeration. She's
Oh
a
my
very,
God.
very unique person, and she works beautifully for a reality show because she's so unique. You know, she's not someone who's under the radar, so to speak. She's out there. She's in your face, and she's completely unapologetic about it, which is I love. You know, I admire women like that
Absolutely.
deeply. So yeah, I wish I had a camera behind the scenes also to show you, because you won't, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. But she's a lovely, lovely girl, and she owns it. And kudos to her. And she's, like I said, completely unapologetic. So she's a very cool chick.
I I really am curious, because I really now after this whole answer, I feel like I really need to get on a conversation with her also. But
You must.
moving on. Moving
Manjari,
on.
let's just keep this as the last question. We have a time constraint. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Cool. So lastly, before I let you guys go, I want to know if you had the choice, actually choice, not chance, the choice to actually do another season with the Delhi girls, would you do it? And who was the the one Delhi girl that you were the most comfortable with in, vibing and just being around them and talking to them? We will start with Neelam.
Honestly, I was comfortable with all three of them. Given a choice, if I had to pick one person out of the three, which is actually very unfair, but I think it would be Shalini, because Shalini is someone who, like Maheep said, she's unique, and yeah, and I just feel that yeah, and there is a lot that happened off camera as well as on camera. She's a unique person. She's a lovely girl. So yeah, my pick would be Shalini.
Over to Seema.
Do I have to pick one, right?
Yes.
No, I would also pick Shalini. To be honest, if I were to do another season, for me, she was a revelation. I was like in awe every day. I was like, "Ab kya karegi? Ab kya karegi?" And beneath it all, I mean, I've known her for so many years, and I did not realize beneath it all, she's a very endearing woman, and she has a lot more to her. And I love the way she's so unabashedly and so unapologetically her. I think, like, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bhavna, what do you have to say?
I mean, honestly, you've seen the whole season 3, and the only person who's like kind of evoked so many reactions from the four of us has been Shalini, right? I mean, we have reacted. If you see Neelam and me, that was a genuine thing. We were having a cup of tea in my villa when that happened. We don't even have hair makeup on. So it is so we were in our night suits. It was so real. It can't get more real. So the thing is that she evokes so many reactions out of us. And so she works perfectly for this format. So I think that's why I would pick up Shalini.
And lastly, Maheep. I think I know the answer. But still, please
No,
do
no,
tell.
I may surprise you.
Oh,
I may.
please surprise me.
I will pick Ridhima and Shalini. I will take two of them. Ridhima is a pataki, and
That's true.
yeah, and Shalini, I've said it all. She's unique, one of a kind. I was in awe. My bolti really was banned in Mauritius, because I was like, what is going on? So yeah, I choose those two.
Okay. Well, that was all. Thank you so much for giving us such a beautiful season 3. I laughed out loud in every episode. There was something that I was laughing about or I was taking away. And thank you for giving us a glimpse of your life. I know it's not easy. So that's why I keep reiterating that it was difficult, but you guys did so. And I'm proud as a woman. That's all. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Thanks.